We all have that one friend who exists completely outside the social media universe, always 100% present, never pulling out their phone to document the moment, just actually living it. And that really gets you thinking, are these people missing out on something essential, or have they figured out something the rest of us haven't? Let's call it the social media enigma. And it doesn't start with people who've totally quit. It starts with that little hesitation we all feel just before we hit post. You know the feeling. You've got a great photo, you open the app, and then you just pause. That tiny gap, that's where all the psychology is happening. Your brain is running a super fast calculation, weighing the potential for validation against the risk of being judged. It's an invisible stress test we're constantly putting ourselves through. Scale that hesitation up, and it becomes what psychologists call the performance trap. Way back before the internet, sociologist Erving Goffman said life is a stage and we're all actors, wearing different masks for our parents, our boss, our friends. Totally normal. But social media blew that up entirely. Now the mask goes on a permanent global stage. Everything is archived, searchable, and your audience is potentially billions of people. One bad post doesn't just fade away, it becomes part of your digital identity forever. The people who opt out, they're simply refusing to step onto that stage in the first place. This need to perform feeds directly into what we can call the validation game, and it's wired into our brain chemistry. Social media is built on extrinsic motivation. It trains us to constantly ask, does my life look good to other people? You post a vacation photo and wait for likes to confirm it was a good vacation. Contrast that with intrinsic motivation, where the experience itself is the reward. You enjoyed the sunset. You don't need anyone to like it for that feeling to be real. Here's the thing, though. The engineers who built these platforms studied behavioral psychology. They knew exactly what they were doing. Every like, share, and comment is engineered to give you a tiny dopamine hit, the same chemical your brain releases for delicious food or winning a prize. And because the rewards are unpredictable, a variable reward schedule, it works just like a slot machine. You never know when the next win is coming, so you just keep refreshing. But people who don't use social media aren't biologically different. They're not immune to dopamine. They've simply chosen to get their sense of self-worth from their own internal standards, real-world achievements, and direct experiences. In short, they validate themselves. And when you escape this game, you unlock some quiet superpowers. Start with the most obvious one: time. The average person spends over 2.5 hours a day on social media. That's 38 full days every single year. People who opt out get that back. They develop stronger focus, deeper real-world relationships, freedom from constant comparison, and cognitive independence, the ability to form their own opinions away from trending outrage. Here's the crucial distinction, though. Staying offline out of fear is very different from choosing intentional solitude. One is hiding from the world, the other is taking control of it. The moment you stop performing your life for an audience, you actually get to live it. That sunset is more beautiful when you're not hunting for the perfect angle. That conversation is more meaningful when you're not mentally composing a caption about it. The big takeaway? This isn't about being anti-technology. It's about being pro-intention. Your attention is the most valuable currency you have in the 21st century. So ask yourself, is this tool serving me, or have I started serving the tool? We tend to label people who stay offline as weird or antisocial. But what if we've got it completely backwards? What if choosing to be fully present, to connect deeply with the people right in front of you, to live a life that doesn't need a constant audience? What if that's not a rejection of the world, but the ultimate form of respect for yourself? It's definitely something to think about. If this made you pause before your next scroll, hit subscribe. There's a lot more thought-provoking content coming your way.